Good evening, folks. Welcome to Cooking with Dan Luzzi. My name is Janet Rapasardi-Hoff, and I'll be your host this evening in Dan's kitchen with Dan.
Hey, Janet,
Hi,
what's
Dan.
up? Hi,
How
Greg.
are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Summer's upon us.
Yeah.
Summer's upon us.
It's hot
Speaking
out
of summer,
there.
I got a tea time in about 45 minutes, so we're going to bang this show out and get it rocking and rolling.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah. You know, we've been doing, I wanted to do one filet of sole dish, a little lighter dish. I was going to show our viewers how to poach this in a pan and put it over a little spinach and have a little lighter sauce with it. And I was going to concentrate on a few hors d'oeuvres that we do.
Nice little hors
A few more
d'oeuvres.
room temperature. We've cooked a few
Portobello
items
mushroom.
off. Portobello. We got some clams,
Looks good.
maybe some blackened shrimp, that sort of thing. If we get time, I was going to get a few of our desserts out. And before we do this sole dish, I have some stuffed clams I was going to put in the oven. These are not unique, but they're a little different in the sense that you see stuffed clams with a breading mix on top a lot of times, and you also see clams casino.
Oh,
And
right.
we put the casino type ingredients. For instance, there's bacon in there, there's a little bit of bell pepper in there, there's some onion in there, so these sorts of things. We've chopped the clams up, so there's some real common denominator items in there to the casino. And we've just kind of made a combination, and they're delicious. Our base isn't a breadcrumb; it's a rich cracker type of topping.
Ooh,
So once again, we're you know,
different.
on the Italian side, but not so Italian, you know.
Kind of neat.
Try to get criticized for here to there, but that's just the way life is.
Why?
So I'm going to put these in the
It's
oven
new.
while we get it going. So I'm going to try this sole dish right now. You got sole. And what we're going to do is just poach it with some white wine
Okay.
and some fresh lemon juice.
And that doesn't take very long, poaching.
No, but yeah, and
Pretty
that's
quick
exactly. But that's
method of
depending on the
cooking.
fish fillet you have. It's especially if you've got some more petite type of fish, like this flounder we have here, this yellowtail. You can see it's not that thick, and you can get it in any of your stores. And we're just going to show our viewers how we put it together. So I've got a little Vino Blanco in there. I got some fresh lemon juice. You know, just grab a lemon, cut it, and strain it in here. You don't need much, but you know, real lemon is just not going to cut it into this dish. So we want to be careful with the lemon juice. Don't put too much in. We'll get that going, and I've got some sweet butter here. It's just going to be a white wine, lemon, and butter. Are you going to remind me about the clams, or am I going to Cinderella?
Oh, okay.
I'll
try to remember.
I'm incredible. So we're going to melt this butter in here.
Okay.
That's almost a little too much butter, as usual. Let me take a little bit of it out. I think that's enough. What we're going to do is, we have the rib side here, we have the skin side here. We're going to just rub a little
Oh,
of the
okay.
skin side, and it's going to come up much more prettier if we do it this way. And as you can see, I don't have much moisture left in the pan, but it's on the fish now, right? And then the fish is going to give off some of its own moisture,
Okay.
and then we'll put it together. See if we can't fit that in there. All right. What I am going to do, I'm going to put a little of our paprika mix on there. Give that a little color. Give it that calico look. Boy,
And
I
now
mean,
the fish is starting to look opaque around the edges.
right, this does not take much. I
No.
mean, it's going to be very, 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 very difficult to undercook this. See, what I'm going to do now, you can see that's bubbling. We're in control. And what I'm going to do is just turn the pan off. Just let the heat of
Oh,
the pan
really?
finish, okay?
Okay.
It's that pan, boy, I'll tell you what, that pan is
That
hot.
should, yeah, that should be very hot by
Yeah.
now.
I'll get our shrimp ready. I'll put them in our little blackening mix. I'll get them ready to go. But you know, I'm just trying to emphasize on this show, we just have a couple minorly unique things, like we're going to mix these caramelized onions
Ooh, wow.
in with this mix. Try a little pinch of that.
Ooh, I'm just
Go
going
ahead.
to use my fingers.
That's right. But those things are sugar sweet, and believe me, they were just plain white Spanish onions when we started. So it's that sort of thing that is our main
those are
thing. What
good.
we do here, little stuff like that, is what we try to make. Hopefully, separate ourselves from a couple of our competitors. Should I get the shrimp in there now? I guess I could. We'll see how good I am. I might have to put that fish back on again, but I just want to touch the top and have it split a little bit. All right, so we're gonna get this little flamethrower going.
And now the shrimp are just dipped.
They're just
In
dipped
the-
in this mix.
in
There's
that-
no
in the mix.
oils. Right, there's no
Okay.
oil, no nothing. All right.
New Orleans hot is pretty hot, I hear.
Yeah, we're in that time zone here. This stuff is
Okay.
hot. We've gotten complaints in the past. You know, somebody doesn't read the menu
It's
or
hot, hot,
something. Oh
hot.
man, I'm telling you right now. Look at my skull is scorching the hair on my arms. I can smell the hair on my arms burning. All right, we got this going. I'm going to give it a check, see what the fish is doing. All right, this is
Okay.
exactly at the time when somebody would want to say, "Oh boy, I better make sure." But you can see, I mean, there was a thin fish fillet. Here, just push your finger on the top of one of those. You can see where that's giving and stuff, but it's not,
Sure.
you know, it's just not disintegrated. You can disintegrate this stuff like it's nothing. You know what I mean? It's just supple and good and, you know, flaky. It's going to be very nice. It's not one of those fish fillets that are so in vogue at the moment, you know, some of those thicker cuts, be it the Chilean sea bass, but if you can do these sorts of cuts properly, it can be a great thing, not to mention it's half the cost. This other stuff is through the roof. I mean, things you paid nothing for years
Oh,
ago.
I was going to say that. Why is that? Is it
Just
just demand?
demand, yeah, all of the above. All right, we've got a little baby spinach here this time. We wilted. And what we're going to do is when we put this fish fillet on here, it's going to wilt it even more. Oops.
Oh, that is nice.
You're going to watch Dan breaking it here. Another one here. And now what we have here is our little white wine, lemon, and butter sauce. Put that all over it, and that's all you have is a little light fish dish. And it's served over some wilted baby spinach. All right. Man, this stuff is smoking hot.
Oh, it sure is.
Flip our little shrimpies over. We cook them most of the way on the first side.
Okay.
We're just going to flash it on either side. Actually, this is
Oh,
cooking
really?
pretty much while it's in the, what do they call that? Into the, what would you call that?
I don't know.
The whole,
The sounds like.
sounds like, right.
I don't know.
Cooked it. We got some vodka sauce ready. I heated that up a few minutes ago. Just gonna flip this over. I'm telling you, this is hot.
Well, that is the nature of cast iron, right?
Right.
You know, I mean, you want to get it that hot, and then the pan really does most of the work.
Exactly. Yep. Put a little lid on that, and I guess we can plate this bad boy up. See how we're gonna do that. Why don't we put we'll put a little sauce on first. I try to go a little heavier on the sauce on this dish because it seems like this is a vodka sauce. It's got a little shallot base to it, not a garlic base. I'm gonna add a little of that to the pan. I'll go a little bit over because, like I said, it cools the dish off a little bit. It's very hot. And I'll make room for a pan here for the shrimpies. Put that up over here.
Oh, I wish our viewers could
You know what I'll do? I'm going
smell
to put
the
the
aroma
onions.
from these.
I'm going to put these
Wow.
caramelized onions in the center here. Once again, this is not something out of Milano. Like our little smudgies. All right, see if we can't get the shrimp going in the same direction. right. Set them like that, and I think all we're going to do is
Pretty.
garnish that with a little parsley.
Mm-hmm.
Not the big boys. We'll just put a little of this parsley over the top. I don't want to do too much. Maybe we'll just color the vodka sauce with the parsley. Okay. Once again, this parsley is so good because it has such great color and it doesn't impart any real flavor to the dish. But we have a little blackened shrimp with caramelized onions over a little vodka sauce.
Now, I know you keep on reminding me to remind you about the
Right.
clams.
Good thing we just
Are they-
remembered, right? I think they're in the good zone, thank goodness. We'll take them out right now. They're
Okay.
stuffed clam/casino with casino ingredients, I will say. They have a nice little aroma to them. Got a few peppers there, little bacon.
What is that? I can smell the bacon.
Right, I like bacon. Bacon's a good thing. So, just don't have bacon all the time, a little bacon here or there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That works.
Everything in moderation. Is that what they say?
Everything in moderation. What does Emerald say? Pork fat rules.
Really?
That's right.
Everything in moderation, with exception of money.
That's right.
Right?
The deception of the green. The big green. Let me see if I can get a
use
little
more of
garnish
that.
of that. Yeah, we can use a few more coins. Try a little green on this also. Maybe I'll put a larger garnish with it. I'm not going
Right
to put
in the
any
middle.
lemon with it, I just don't see the lemon with this. I mean, if you need lemon, I know people, as soon as they see seafood, have to get lemon,
Right, right.
This isn't the broiled scrod situation, I just don't see where these ingredients call for it, and hopefully if they made the food fresh and good, there's no need to just mask it with lemon, but you do what you want to do. But there's our stuffed clams/casino.
So I know we have a couple of little hors d'oeuvres-y things that we're going to be making
Couple
today.
more room temperature. So let's try the
So what are we-
mozzarella one
Yeah, let's
first.
do that.
Let's put that together. Got a little muzzi in the water here. I guess I'll take that out now. It's in salt water. And what we're going to do is make a little base of arugula.
Okay.
Got to wash your arugula very well. This is something, our viewers could do at home easily enough. They can reduce the vinegar. All you do is put it in a little sauce pot maybe, and just reduce it about 80, what you think is about 80% of the way. Let it cool off, and you got a little syrup you can garnish things with. What's nice about the syrup, it's got intense flavor, so you don't need a lot of it, and it really garnishes very well. It looks nice on the plate because it doesn't move around a lot. Boy, I love arugula.
Oh, I do too.
It's so fussy.
There's nothing like fresh arugula.
I know. So I gotta admit, I see enough certain dishes, whether they're places that are being reviewed or just red menus or something like that. I don't get the arugula in the hot dish thing. I mean, basil to impart a flavor, I can see that,
Right.
But even the texture, that goes in 2 seconds flat,
Oh, sure.
But the arugula, I just see it in salads or sort of this sort of function. I mean, it turns into nothing.
It
As soon as you
Very
put it,
quickly.
right, there's no flavor. It's
Fragile.
just not happening,
No.
I've taken a portobello mushroom, a
That-
rather large one, I might
Yeah,
add.
that is a big
Before the
boy.
show started, we cook it off in a little pan, and like I said, this is going to be a room temperature / chilled hors d'oeuvre. The mozzarella's at room temperature, and we've got a couple of roasted peppers here and the arugula. So we'll put this little thing together. First, we'll cut a nice little hunk of the mozz. Put that there. I guess maybe we'll start with the pepper. I think one is enough. These peppers they're pretty strong flavor. And we'll cut another piece of the mozz,
Oh, my.
like
Wow.
that. Then we want to get a nice little hunky wonky of, how shall I do this? Maybe I'll cut it in half first, like that. I want to get a nice thick cut is what I want. We'll leave it hanging over the sides a little bit. That's a little glommy, but we'll cut a piece back. We want the Napoleon a little more petite. We don't want the Emperor rolling over in his grave. What have you done to my dish? And all we'll do is take another little cut of mozz. Put Lay that across the top. Nice fresh mozzarella.
That is one hefty hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah.
Wow.
There we go. And we've got our little reduction now.
Okay.
And all we're going to do is take a little... Hopefully I won't butcher this on camera. Quit looking, you guys. Going to try to drizzle a little this back and forth on the plate.
Oh, beautiful.
And you can eat the whole plate. The arugula looks like one of those funky desserts, but it's a little vinegar reduction. And there we have a mozzarella Napoleon with roasted peppers, portobello, arugula, and a little balsamic vinaigrette.
Okay, so I know we're going to be doing, are we going to be doing another hors d'oeuvre?
Yeah,
and then maybe, you know,
another
you said
martini
something about
special.
those cakes.
What's that?
But, you know, I'm noticing...
Uh-oh.
You know,
Yeah, we snuck our putter in here
he's
today.
bringing his golf stuff inside.
Greg and
Ladies
Glenn
and gentlemen, look
down
at
at the Rock told me no more golf lessons on the TV, but we snuck this in today.
We need a golf lesson.
We got a little putting machine out there. We're having a little contest, you know. But I will say, it's incredible how many people out there can hit the ball pretty doggone well, you know, and get up on the green and are pathetic with the putter. It's just incredible how,
well,
how
do
it
you
goes.
use this darn thing?
I don't know. You see all the pros today, they have these big things now. They hit them like that. But I guess the thing that's in vogue now is that they take a putter that's a lot longer. So the putter will be longer, but it's got an extra long handle, and their grip is down here, and they put it into their belly button. I think it's almost illegal, but they do it. But they want to get this kind of motion going, you know. But everybody gets down involved with their hands and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, it's not supposed to wobble, is it?
I'm telling you right
No.
now. Right, exactly. I mean, it's just unbelievable. This is for Bull and Billy G. I'll tell you what. Unbelievable. Two real good players, but they get that flack stick in their hand, they're psychotic. But yeah, it's just a good thing if you can just, you see any of the good pros, when their shoulders move, the putter head moves.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? I'm watching this guy here, he's there, moving and grooving. I'm telling you, it's like we're doing the cha-cha out there. But it's incredible if you can do that, you know what I mean? Just move your torso with the thing and let it flow back, quiet through. Can be a really good thing, you know, if you can sink a few putts. But some of these guys, I mean, real good golfers, you know, can really hit the ball well. But you get on the old surface there, forget it. It becomes psychodrama.
I like that, Dan.
Psychodrama.
Quiet back, quiet through, Dan's tip of the week.
Slow to slow. All right, let's get back to business here.
Dan Tiger
I
Luzzy.
can't wait to hear about the guff from that little last situation, but I believe in it. But then you do see these pros doing that now. That's why they do have that longer putter. They put it right to their bellies, you know, to minimize anything going on from here on down. You know, they want to get this sort of move going, but it's, you know, so I guess if the pros are having trouble with it, you know, why can't we? So, all right, we got another little hors d'oeuvre.
Hors d'oeuvre?
Yeah, we've got a little shrimp, some steak I cooked off. I've got some bruschetta, some cocktail sauce. This is just another great martini special, you know. Give me 1 second, folks. But, you know, I love, you know, just these types of hors d'oeuvres are, you know, to me, you almost have a little pasta and salad with a great array of hors d'oeuvres, you know, and a little Choco Cappuccino Buca after it. Boy, I tell you what, I'm set. It's incredible. You go to some of these weddings where they have these great hors d'oeuvres, pans sensation, then you find out you're going to sit down to dinner. Oh, man. Somebody's got to step in there, you know. All right, we had enough fun. Thank you. Had enough fun already. Thank you. More fun, huh? All right. It's a little piece of strip steak I seared off. It's going to be on the more towards the medium rare side. I just feel like that's what this dish calls for.
Okay.
I've got a little plate here, I guess. We got a couple of our croutons. Get them all set over here.
Is that a little plate?
Yeah, our little plate, right? Our little
I
platter.
wanna see a big plate.
Well, this stuff needs a little room. You don't want your cocktail sauce touching the, I guess I'll slice the beef first. I'll cut a piece off just to get this going. Get another little one right there. I love this. A friend of mine had a dish like this in Manhattan. I don't want to exaggerate what he paid for some filet mignon. This is strip steak, which is very good to do this with also, you know. It isn't like it's a London broil. You know what I was going to say before we got going on that putter? before. I was going to mention that last dish we did.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a little involved. You got to make the croutons or buy the croutons and stuff. Let me put this fan on. I'm sweating to death in here. Forgive me, folks. I'll grab another towel. But it'd be neat if you did reduce that vinegar and you want to make something just a little different. It's a room temperature dish. And if you sautéed off a portobello mushroom, cleaned it, and just left it sit there, roasted peppers, you could buy a jar of them, for crying out loud. Arugula, you can just rinse that off, and it's a really nice taste. I mean, if you want to use romaine lettuce, do it, but get a little bunch of arugula. You got a couple of the girls coming over for lunch. You got the portobello, everything's sitting on the counter, everything's cleaned and put away, and buy a bowl of mozzarella and maybe set it into some, not really scalding water, but you want to get it down to room temperature. You know, you want it past warm. Maybe drain half of it out and redo it again so that, you know, it gets supple. And if you took the time to do that vinegar, get some balsamic vinegar and reduce it like we said, chill it the day before. I mean, that would be a nice thing to put together. Again, we put the arugula down and we had 3 stacks of, you know, on the closing, we'll show it to you. But we had 3 cuts of mozzarella, a nice thick cut of portobello. I mean, you can do this with anything, by the way. You know, you didn't have to use our ingredients. Like I said, you just layer with the portobello and drizzle the, you could take a teaspoon and drizzle that vinegar reduction over it. And it looked pretty nice, I think. And it wouldn't be that difficult to put together.
That's nice.
You know, considering. I guess we have enough beef on there. Greg will want a little more.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Right. So we'll put the beef together first.
And you wanted a little pink.
Right.
That is really...
I'll set a couple shrimp out here also. Put them randomly around. I've got some cocktail sauce also. We've got some great horseradish. That's one brand we've been getting. I'm telling you, have to watch it. I'm almost considering cutting back the horseradish. I mean, you can lose your breath on this stuff. You're right. Yeah. You know, could you imagine that? Someone with a heart condition coming in here and needing help? Yeah, because sometimes the people do really dunk the shrimp in there, you know, without tasting it first. And imagine that, a horseradish lawsuit. And here's our bruschetta. We don't do it as chunky. Ours is a little mushier than average, smaller. You know, we grind it a little more. We're going to put it on these croutons. Going to get them right on these little croutons. So we can put a little more on there. You know, sometimes we spice it up a little bit too. It's really neat if we have this this little hot pepper dust we have over here. We take the hot pepper seeds.
Oh my. Wow.
And you grind it up. It's neat. You don't have to make it hot, but you stir that into the bruschetta a little bit to give it some jump. Oh, baby. You need a couple cervezas with that.
The word for the day is hot.
Hot. It's hot outside. Hopefully my putter's going to be hot. Playing with a couple rough customers today. Hopefully the roughest one's going to be my partner. All right, we're going to put a little bit of this dill horseradish mayonnaise on top. Again, I make this every few days or so. Oops. You want to go a little light with this stuff. You want the beef and the cracker taking center stage. So I guess we can.
Oh, you're going to need a little green.
A little green, right? Maybe on the cocktail sauce here. Maybe we'll do the alternate. We haven't done the alternate on the show in a while. Put that around like that. But this is, again, a nice hors d'oeuvre. You just sat down. You know, we're going to have a couple cocktails. Send some stuffed clown, you know. And there we have it. I don't know what the heck to call it, but it looks like a lot of fun to me.
Let's call it a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Thanks, folks, for joining me at the table where we're wrapping up this evening with Dan Tiger Luzzy.
Let's move it. We're on the tee. Let's roll. All right, we're reviewing, right?
We did a lot today.
Yeah, we did.
We had a lot of fun, but we did a lot.
Did a lot today.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've got our little funsy appetizer there with the bruschetta, the shrimp cocktail, and the the chilled beef with the dill horseradish mayonnaise. Got our smoking hot blackened shrimp. That is a little much vodka sauce, folks. I don't normally put that much. It's drowning kind of, but it does cool it off a little bit. Caramelized onions in the center as a garnish. We did our stuffed clams, the casino stuffed clams combination with the Ritz crackers. We've got our lovely little mozzarella Napoleon with the portobello, the roasted peppers. Again, you can put whatever you want in the middle there. We have it over the little arugula with that balsamic reduction. And we did that filet of sole dish with the lemon, the white wine, and the butter. We just poached it, and again, everything, the key is, like we said, poaching it. You just want it to where it's just breaking a little bit. It's as fussy as asparagus, but when you do it right, it's a great thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that be that.
It looks nice and light. So thanks again, folks, for joining us this evening. Try to stay cool out there, and we'll see you again next week.